Warning: this video contains themes of violence, drug use, and gang activity. Every effort has been made to censor explicit language and imagery, and all information presented has been taken from publicly available sources. The purpose of this video is to provide an accurate and educational look into these topics without glorifying or promoting such activities. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, especially for younger audiences. Today we're diving into a recap of 2 videos I dropped about Kendrick Lamar and how rappers have been trying to take him down. If you've been rocking with me, you already know what's up, but if you're new here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any fire content. Kendrick Lamar and Joey Bada's situation is heating up in the hip-hop world, and trust me, it's more than just bars being thrown around. It's about respect, legacy, and the real impact on the culture. Now, Kendrick's confidence is at an all-time high. He's been in the game long enough to know that silence sometimes speaks louder than words. Joey came out swinging with his track, trying to stake his claim as the king of New York. But honestly, it seems like he's already taking an L. Kendrick ain't even sweating it. He's got way bigger things on his mind right now. His Super Bowl halftime show and that highly anticipated new album that's been in the works. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of sending out the big dogs like Schoolboy Q or J-Rock to handle Joey, Kendrick's putting the spotlight on a new talent from TDE, Ravon. This dude just dropped a diss track over Kendrick's beat titled Crashed Out. And man, he's coming for Joey's neck. Ravon's lyrical prowess shines through as he not only responds to Joey, but also connects him to other East Coast artists who've been throwing shade at Kendrick. Ravon's bars are sharp, and he's weaving a narrative that's not just about dissing Joey, but about showcasing the unity and strength of the West Coast. He's flipping the script and making it clear that the West ain't just sitting back while the East tries to take shots. He's calling out the bitterness that some East Coast artists have towards Kendrick, highlighting how they're trying to undermine his success while they're struggling to make a mark themselves. It's clear that Ravon's not just here to play games. He's taking Joey's disses and turning them into a masterclass in lyrical performance. He's referencing Kendrick's sentiments about how the West Coast is often disrespected and rapping with a confidence that shows he's ready to take his spot in the game. It's a powerful moment, and you can feel the energy shift as he places Joey and others who are coming for Kendrick in a corner of hip-hop where they're not looking out for the culture. They're just looking out for themselves. Now let's talk about Joey for a second. He came into this year claiming the East was back, talking big about how this is their moment. But what has he really accomplished since then? It's almost like the East Coast is struggling to find its footing while the West is elevating their game and solidifying their legacy. The contrast is striking. On one side, you got artists like Kendrick, Ravon, J-Rock, and Schoolboy Q, all making moves that uplift the West Coast and hip-hop as a whole. They're proving that unity matters and that there's strength in collaboration. On the other side, you got Joey and his crew, who are seemingly stuck in a cycle of throwing disses without backing them up with solid work. They're looking more and more pathetic as the days go by. And let's be real, Kendrick and TDE have put in the work to earn their respect. They're not just riding on past success. They're actively shaping the future of hip-hop. When you look at the impact Kendrick has had, from unifying the West Coast to elevating new artists, it's clear he's built a legacy that Joey is struggling to touch. So when Joey came at Kendrick, he might have thought he was stepping into a ring, but he walked into a heavyweight bout without training. He's trying to compete with someone who's already established himself as one of the greatest in the game. And now, with Kendrick's crew rallying behind him, it's clear that they see Joey's moves as weak. They didn't even give his disses the respect of a direct response. Instead, they're letting Ravon take the lead, showing that they believe in the next generation and are ready to hand over the baton at the end of the day. This beef is more than just about 2 MCs. It's about the state of hip-hop and where it's headed. Joey's trying to make a name for himself again, but in a genre that's as competitive as hip-hop, you can't just come out swinging without having your own house in order. Kendrick and his crew have built an empire, and it's evident that they don't see Joey as a worthy opponent right now. So, what does this mean for Joey? Alright, you just heard how Joey came for Kendrick. Now let's not forget about how Kendrick handled Drake in the game. We're about to jump into that clip next. Today we're talking about how Kendrick Lamar became Drake's biggest nightmare and how jCole fits into this heavyweight bout. This ain't just beef, it's a full course meal. Let's get into it. This rivalry ain't new. It all started back in the early 2010s when Kendrick dropped that infamous verse on Big Sean's Control, calling out every rapper in the game, including Drake. Fast forward to 2024, and things have escalated to a whole new level. In March 2024, Kendrick lit the fuse with his verse on Future and Metro Boomin's track Like That, taking shots at Drake and jCole. He declared, "Mother of asterisk, 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 the big three, and asterisk, 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 asterisk. It's just big me," dismissing the trio's dominance and asserting his superiority. Drake didn't stay silent. He fired back with tracks like Push-Ups and Tailor-Made Freestyle. The back and forth continued, with Kendrick dropping Euphoria, where he rapped, "Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence," subtly questioning Drake's authenticity. jCole entered the beef with 7-minute drill, responding to Kendrick's provocations. He rapped, "I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention. It come with extensions," addressing the ongoing tensions. The climax came with Kendrick's Not Like Us, where he didn't hold back, calling out Drake's character and place in the rap game. He accused Drake of dubious associations, adding fuel to the ongoing rivalry. The rap community is divided. Some say Kendrick's lyrical prowess has given him the upper hand, while others believe Drake's commercial success keeps him on top. Regardless, this feud has reignited discussions about authenticity and competition in hip-hop. So, how did Kendrick Lamar become Drake's biggest nightmare? By challenging the status quo, dropping bars that cut deep, and refusing to back down. This feud ain't just about two artists. It's about the evolution of the rap game and the fight for the throne. That's the vibe, y'all. If you dig this recap and want to see the full videos, check out the playlist linked in the description. Don't sleep on it. Like, subscribe, and let's keep this conversation going in the comments. You know I appreciate y'all for rolling with me. Catch y'all on the next episode.